Lakers return to the court, this time on the road against that angry man named Rashid. Daddy's home. We'll show you what happened. An amazing one-on-one battle in the rock and roll city between LeBron and Paul Pierce as the rookie tries to push one of the game's established stars. Hey, besides LeBron and Carmelo, what other rookies are flying under the radar and making noise? We'll tell you. We start this party with the Lakers and Blazers in 37-30 Portland. Jeff McGinnis, the Ruben Patterson for the Flush. Blazers up 9 early. Lakers started slow. Rasheed Wallace letting them know. Hits the little fadeaway. Blazers up by 7. Down by 5. Great passing by the Lakers, and GP, the missing man against the Mavs on Friday, gets the bucket. Lakers closing. They continue to come. Payton this time to the daddy for the alley-oop, and then Devin George loses the ball, and Kobe says, let me hook up, daddy. See, they're friends on the court. Shaq and Kobe hook up, and the Lakers are making a move. Bryant leading the way for the Lakers so far, and the key is keeping Gary Payton on the court. That apparently helps the Los Angeles Lakers play in these big games. Hello and welcome to the Home Alone edition of NBA Fast Break. Basically, you and me against the world for the next 30 minutes. We'll blow through the night in the NBA. I'll be joined a little bit later by Rick Bucher, and I'll also be joined from Branson Wright of the Cleveland Plain Dealer in a few minutes now. And the reason Branson will join us because what went on in Cleveland on Saturday night was amazing. LeBron James and Paul Pierce went toe-to-toe in the rock and roll city. They're the two stars. Second quarter, Boston by 7. Pierce into the lane, loses it, gets it back, and finishes 49-40 Celtics. Still in the second, Pierce drives, Ira Newble, schwack, the block. Cavs fast break the other way. LeBron takes the shot, gets the board. He may be young, but he's ready. Cavs down by 11 at the break. Third quarter, 73-68. Pierce all the way from half court for the bucket. Celtics up. Later, LeBron continues to go, and that's when you know the jumper's flowing. Hits the little fader, 76-70 Boston. Fourth quarter, Celtics still lead. Pierce gets into the lane. Where's the help side defense? Easy basket, and that's the problem. Watch LeBron, though. Late in the fourth quarter, 196. The jump step between the two defenders goes left hand. He was 10 of 20 from the floor, 37 points for the kid. It's a 2-point game. Next Cleveland possession, Paul Pierce on LeBron. Picks him clean. It's the difference from being a rookie and being a star. Boston would go on to win this game. Pierce dropped 41. He was 16 of 18 from the floor. Good game for Darius Miles. Also, he had 24 points, but the thing here, the phenomenal show put on by LeBron James and Paul Pierce. And joining us now, Branson Wright, columnist for the Cleveland Plain Dealer, and he was courtside for this game. Branson, your impressions of the night, and let's just start with LeBron, because it seems like this may have been the coming out party.
Yeah, it was, and Coach Silas has been asking LeBron all year to step it up and to have a game like this. And the past couple games, you know, LeBron has stepped it up, especially in the fourth quarter, going to the hole more and trying to score. I mean, the kid is talented and athletic, and he sat back for quite, too long. And so finally now he's stepping it up.
Are his teammates accepting that role? Because we know there was some resistance early from, in particular, Ricky Davis.
Yeah, there's maybe been some, I don't want to say resistance. The thing about it, you know, he's a rookie coming in, and on LeBron's part, he was just trying to feel his way. But now as the season's going along, he knows he has to step it up, and he knows he's a talented player, and he has to showcase that.
All right, let's not forget about Paul Pierce. 41 points, and this Celtics team is really rolling. How about Paul Pierce's performance, and especially the defensive stop late?
Oh, yeah, you can't forget about Paul Pierce. I mean, yeah, he scored 41 points tonight, but his defensive stop at the end. I mean, he said after the game he wanted to defend LeBron James. He wanted to challenge him, and he did at the end, and he came up with that big steal, and they pulled out the win.
Great stop by Paul Pierce. Celtics continue to score in bunches against people, and once again, we're watching it again, and it was really just a veteran move against LeBron.
Oh, yes, it was. You know, that's why, Pierce has been in the league as long as he has. He knows what moves to make, And, you know, LeBron, he said, hey, he made a move on me. It was a veteran move, and that's something that he'll put in his diary and something that he'll put in his repertoire and put on later in the season.
Branson, why do the Cleveland Cavaliers have such a hard time in close games?
Well, they're young. They're one of the youngest teams in the league, and, you know, despite the talent that LeBron has, you know, this is a season he has to learn how to play. You know, Boozer's in his second year, although he's having a fine season. You know, he's a young player. You know, and I think as the season goes on that this team will mature more. And of course, you know about all the trade rumors.
Right. I was just going to ask you, should we expect a deal very soon, or is Darius Miles, who had 24 points on Saturday night, is he one of the guys being shopped?
Well, he's one of the guys, along with Chris Mim, of course, Ricky Davis, and there's rumors about Ilgauskas on the trading block. A trade will certainly happen before the deadline in February. Who it is, I don't know, but this team definitely needs more veterans to help this team develop.
All right, Branson Wright of the Cleveland Plain Dealer joining us. Thank you so much for your time.
All right, thanks for having me.
And still ahead on NBA Fast Break, the Spurs go retro. Does that mean they would score like the old school Spurs? Houston, San Antonio highlights ahead. Carmelo in the Midwest Division League. Nuggets roll into Gotham, where the Knicks have dropped 5 straight. And Carmelo and LeBron are clearly at the head of the rookie class. But what about the guy flying under the radar? We'll examine.
Greetings, Agent Hunt. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to see that the dangers born of the shadows are not allowed to see the light of day.
This is suicide, man.
Should you or any member of your IM force be captured, the Secretary will disavow all knowledge of your actions. This message will self-destruct in 5 seconds. Mission Impossible, Operation Surma, rated T for T.
He's multi-time Supercross champion Ricky Carmichael, and only Radio Shack has him. Huh? It's the Honda CR250R Motocross Bike RC, featuring Ricky Carmichael.
It's an RC.
Exclusively at Radio Shack. Race it over the roughest terrain. It jumps, it corners, it even writes itself. It's the Shack's fastest RC.
I'm the fastest RC.
Comes with everything shown here. Batteries sold separately.
Man, I wish I could do that.
At your RC headquarters, Radio Shack.
Home is where the hoop is. With ESPN Full Court, you'll get more than 450 additional games of college basketball. To order, call your local cable company, DirecTV at 1-800-DirecTV, or Dish Network at 1-800-333-DISH.
Mount Everest Base Camp. 17,000 feet. Whose idea was this? Fortunately, with a laptop powered by Centrino, Intel's mobile technology, you can see a friendly face wirelessly from thousands of places. Even if you can't feel your fingers. Intel Centrino, mobile technology.
NBA Fast Break. Brought to you by Mission Impossible, Operation Surma. Available on all major game systems.
Welcome back. The Suns still looking for their first win under interim coach Mike D'Antonio. Phoenix and L.A. facing the Clippers. Elton Brand back. How's the foot, Elton? Oh, good. The kiss off the glass. Clippers up by 6. Second quarter, Suns down by 11. Stephon Marbury to the rack. Gets the little kiss and the foul. Suns cut it to 9. Later in the second quarter, Clippers up by 8. And Chris Kaman, more from him in a moment. Kicks it to Corey Maggette. Corey, 2 hands like his mama taught him. Clippers up 61-47 at the half. And Quentin Richardson has already put in his 6th 20-point effort of the season. The previous 4 games, he was averaging just 10.5 points per game. So Quentin and Elton stepping up for the Clippers. Nuggets and, actually, it's the Spurs, and that's Sean Elliott, and that is old school Spurs basketball. Little tape issue, but hey, it's 70s night, so we move on. Knicks and Nuggets, and those are the two guys who were traded for each other, Antonio McDyess and Marcus Camby. That is Charlie Ward, because 10 years ago Saturday, he was your Heisman Trophy winner. On this night, though, Charlie Ward, his only basket. A three-pointer, but it's okay. Nuggets running the floor, and the oops upside your head. Carmelo Anthony, fantastic. The rookie continues to impress. This is why one of the reasons why the Nuggets playing so well. Carmelo misses. Marcus Camby back in the Garden, there to clean up. 12 and 12 for Marcus Camby. How about Antonio McDyess's night? Hits the little jumper there. McDyess feeling better. Frank Williams with the feed. Camby coming. Marcus Camby rounding into form. He's one of the reasons the Nuggets playing so well. But Antonio McDyess off the glass. McDyess with the bucket. Good night for McDyess. Good night for the Knicks as they knock off the Nuggets 95-88. McDyess finishes with 15 and 5 and continues to get better each and every night for McDyess. Meanwhile, Camby said it was good to be back in New York. As I said, 12 and 12. Carmelo leads the way with 25. Obviously, the top two rookies so far this season are Carmelo and LeBron, both putting up big numbers Saturday night. And Chris Bosh, TJ Ford, they continue to impress. But what about the other rookies out there who have made solid contributions? What about the guys who are flying under the radar?
Dwayne Wade is the Swiss Army knife of rookies, doing a little bit of everything for the struggling Heat.
Here comes Dwayne Wade, rocking the house.
He entered the weekend averaging 14 points, 4 boards, 4 assists, and 1.4 steals per game. Now, injuries have slowed his contribution so far, but Wade is still third in scoring and fourth in assists among all rookies. For some, Chris Kaman was a surprise when he was picked 6th overall in the draft, but the Central Michigan product has been solid in the middle for the Clippers.
Came a real quick move. Oh, that is some play.
Over his last 10 games, he is averaging a healthy 10 points and 7 boards per. And the key to that, both of those numbers are higher than the man he replaced, Michael Olowokandi. Frenchman Boris Diaw has begun to hit his stride in Atlanta.
French pastry on that one.
In his last 5 games prior to Saturday, Diaw has averaged a commendable 7 points, 7.4 rebounds, and nearly 4 assists per outing. The injury to Jerry Stackhouse opened the door for the Wizards' Jarvis Hayes, and he's taken full advantage. Entering Saturday, he was 5th among the rookie scoring leaders, averaging 10.5 points per game.
Here's Hayes. Wow. Holy mackerel.
Friday, the nation got a glimpse of what fans in Dallas have been raving about, Josh Howard. Thanks to injuries to Dirk Nowitzki and Michael Finley, Howard has played big minutes and he's produced. In his last 8 games, he has put up 10 points and 8 rebounds per. And don't forget, Howard was the 29th player selected in the draft. Utah loses Stockton, they lose Malone, yet they continue to play well. One of the reasons? Spain's Raul Lopez. The point guard is averaging 7.6 points and 4.7 assists per outing. Speaking of surprising teams, the Denver Nuggets began the night atop the Midwest, and Carmelo isn't the only rookie making noise. Francisco Elson, the center who was born in Rotterdam, played his college ball at Cal, and spent several seasons playing in Spain, is the 6th leading rebounder among rookies at 5 boards per night.
Now, here's a sampling of some others who may have gone unnoticed. Of course, TJ Ford, not unnoticed. He has been the best true point guard this season, averaging 6.2 assists. That's just second behind LeBron. For rookies, Udonis Haslem, averaging nearly 7 points and 7 rebounds. And Kurt Heinrich, who played well tonight, has filled in nicely in the absence of Jay Williams. Heinrich dropped a career-high 18 Saturday versus the Pacers. That's on the way. Still ahead, that Spurs highlight. I swear, the Spurs highlight. There it is. Rockets and Spurs, the Spurs going retro. And look at Sean Elliott afros. Flash back to the ABA days, and that's George Gervin dropping the jumper in the Whopper's mouth. Billy Pultz, Jeff Van Gundy. That hair's not retro. First quarter, Yao Ming and his jumper. Well, this is a retro move. A guy, a big man with a jumper? Well, no, his jumper's no good. Rockets, ball movement, Cuttino Mobley, no. Rockets, 8 points in the first quarter, 1 point shy of a franchise low. Third quarter, Tony Parker, Tim Duncan, they worked the give and go beautifully. Parker with the finish, 42-33. And then, how about Tim Duncan? Little jump hook, the kid from the VI, rolling, flowing, killing him softly. Bruce Bowen gets into the act. BB, bang, bang. Manu Ginobili led the Spurs with 16 points. Duncan just 8 points and 12 rebounds because they really didn't need him. It's the first time in 91 games Duncan failed to score in double figures. Steve Francis had 17 points to lead all scores. It's the 12th straight loss for the Rockets at San Antonio. Still ahead, the Nets had a performance for the ages Saturday night. Now, that could be bad or it could be worse. Rick Bucher joins us to discuss several issues, including the Pacers' point guard situation, and we'll also have the ever-popular dunk of the night.
He's watching me. All the time. I can't see him, but he's out there.
I sense it.
On the diamond, on the court.
On the track.
He pushes himself.
To be better than me?
Better than me.
Better than me.
Better than me. To be better than me. Training to beat me.
All by himself.
He's watched my career.
Studying my moves.
He knows my game.
Knows my strengths. Looking for my weakness. I don't know him. I don't know him. I don't know him. But he knows me. Is it you?
Welcome to the world where competition never sleeps. The ultimate online battleground, where you can take on anyone, anytime, anywhere. This is the EA Sports Nation, and it's only on PlayStation 2. EA Sports. It's in the game.
On the choice days of bowl week, my TV gives to me the best college games you'll ever see. There's nothing else like bowl week, a Yuletide fantasy. Tailbacks a sweeping, quarterbacks a throwing, whistles a blowing, head coaches screaming, down and long. 3 wise men, 2 overtime, fans, football feast. It's the best week on TV.
Capital One Bowl Week begins Monday, December 22nd on ESPN.
Charter High Speed is so fast, it can get you closer to your work if you work at home.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for your time. What? What?
Maybe too close. Do research, download large files, and put together presentations faster than with the phone connection and without waiting. Charter High Speed. Go faster, do more.
Welcome back to NBA Fast Break. Checking on the Lakers and Blazers again, and is there trouble in La La Land? Is the Fantastic Four in trouble? Off the miss, ball kicked out. Damon Stoudemire and Trey Punta. 5-point cushion. Is there trouble amongst the superheroes? Rick Bucher joins us now to talk about some of the things going on out west, including this Lakers team. And they lose to Dallas on Friday. What was going on, though, late in the game with a 15-point lead that made Don Nelson decide to go to the hack-a-shack move? Rick?
You know, it's a great question, Kevin, because they had the game under control, and obviously this was a place that they hadn't won in 13 years. My only guess is that Nelly either wanted to put a stamp on the game or he felt his team couldn't close it out. Now, what's been said is that Nelly wanted to get into Shaq's head, and he wanted to let him know that, hey, you know what, down the line, we're going to put you at the free throw line, big fella, and make you win it. The problem I have is I think it sends a message to your own team and says, you know what, up by 15, I'm not sure you guys can get it done without some trickery. And I think that's the wrong psychological message to send to a Dallas team that already had questions about itself in L.A.
Yeah, but let's not forget, Shaq was 3 of 10 in the fourth quarter, so maybe it worked.
No, without question, it worked. But the question is, did you need it to have to win the game anyway?
Well, of course not. You slowed the game down, and you made it look like the Lakers could come back. We'll get back to you in a second. Rick, hold on. More highlights, okay? Hang tight. Hang tight. Pacers and Bulls, and Rick Carlisle focused. So is his team. Jermaine O'Neal scores, and then knocks over Antonio Davis, and Eddie Curry comes up limping later. Jermaine running the floor for the flush. O'Neal, the alley-oop from Freddie Jones. O'Neal had 19 points, but real story here, the guards, the Young Bucks. Kurt Heinrich, he's got 3, and it's a magic number. He had 18. Bulls up 53-49. Then Jamal Crawford from the land of plenty. He had 18. Heinrich splits the D, and then, oh, ill freaky. How about the Bulls? Behind Heinrich and Crawford, Scotty Skiles, scrappy team, gets the W. They're just their 6th of the season. Ron Artest, 23 points, the former Bull, leading the Pacers. Meanwhile, Marcus Fizer chips in 15. Look at all the Bulls in double figures. We go from a team playing well to one of the worst performances of the night. Not Earl Watson, it was the Nets. Watson terrorizing the Nets, the steal, and then the slam. Grizzlies up 20-9. Second quarter, Watson cuts through the lane. Now, you see all those Nets standing there? That's big-time defense. Grizzlies up a dime. Third quarter, Jason Kidd, Watson, schwack! The UCLA product leading the Grizzlies, and then the fast break, James Posey with the pound. Still in the third, Mike Miller knocked down the 3. Now, notice the score here, my friends. Grizzlies up 70-47. Huh? Yeah. Why you gotta do them like that? Stroll with the dunk. The Grizz put up 110. The scary part is the Nets managed 63 points as they get waxed. The Nets 47-point loss. Ridiculous. Meanwhile, how about Bonzi? 22 points leading the way for the Grizz, and maybe this is a team to contend with out west. As I mentioned, the Nets' 47-point loss is the second largest by an NBA Finals from the previous season. The 86-87 Rockets lost by 56 at home versus the Celtics, so it's not the worst ever, but it was a very, very, very bad performance. All right, we bring back in Rick Bucher, and Rick, let's move out west to Denver, and let's talk about Coach Bzdelik and the Denver Nuggets. They're playing so well. Why are they playing so well? Is it his scheme, or is it the players take your best shot?
I think it's a combination. Jeff Bzdelik obviously deserves credit for the coaching job that he's done, but sometimes less is more. They started out by playing up-tempo this season, got out, were playing well. Then they started to struggle a little bit, and like all good coaches, Bzdelik started to tighten it up. He slowed down the tempo. He was calling plays. The problem is, as they demonstrated against New York tonight, they can't play at that pace. They only had 4 fast break points tonight and lost. Bzdelik opened it back up with a little talk from Kiki Vandeweghe, and they're starting to play better. Now they just need to get back on the D.
All right, what about the Pacers? Are they searching for another guard? I thought they were happy with Kenny Anderson.
Yeah, no, I thought they had every point guard you could possibly get. I think they're playing about 5 different guys at that spot. The problem is Ron Artest is leading this team in assists at 3.6, and they're trying to do it by committee with Kenny Anderson, Anthony Johnson. Jamie Brewer gets a little taste every now and then. Jamal Tinsley every once in a while. It's just, it's not getting it done. Obviously, they have the record, but come playoff time, your point guard has to be one of your primary players. That's not the case with this team. I think Kenny Anderson has done a good job for coming in, but if they don't make a move, I see them running into the same problem they did last year, and certainly they got enough 2s and 3s now, big-time quality 2s and 3s, that they should be able to make a deal.
All right, hey, real quick before I go, I need this real quick. Who's going to be the Rookie of the Year?
Hey, look,
who?
all I'm saying, I got my drum out. I got my drum out, and I'm beating it. Chris Bosh.
Okay, and let me just say something. He has played his behind off so far this season, but he's going to win Rookie of the Year.
Hey, this
You
is
saw
all I'm
LeBron
saying.
tonight?
All I'm saying
Did you see
is,
LeBron tonight?
all I'm saying, Carmelo Anthony and LeBron James, obviously they're there. This shouldn't be a two-man race. Put Chris Bosh there. The one thing, by the end of the season, you know Toronto's going to be in the playoffs. You know his team's going to matter. Maybe the hype's going to come off the other two guys. There's also going to be a question of voters are going to be splitting the vote between those two.
Obviously, you didn't see LeBron tonight, or you haven't noticed in the standings that Carmelo's in first place. Thanks, Rick.
See ya.
Always a pleasure. That to this, the dunk of the night, and you just saw it moments ago. It's ridiculous. Bonzi Wells to Stromile Swift as basically the Grizz just rubbed it in on the Nets. 47-point margin of victory for the Grizzlies. And even Hubie says, oh, my goodness. Your dunk of the night, my friends. And that is what they call Tata-talicious. Still ahead on NBA Fast Break, who were the ballers on Saturday night? LeBron and Carmelo put up big numbers, but no way they win Rookie of the Year, right? And what about Tracy McGrady? Was he kicking in the clubs in Atlanta, or was he just serving it up on the court? We'll tell you in a moment.
All right, franchise, here's what I got. Perfume de franchise. Still working on that one. Ball would be cute. This one's mine. I'll make you one. Swishy drawers. Nothing but net. B-ball month. Keep your head in the game. Was that a yes?
Mr. Francis, they're ready for you in the boardroom.
I gotta go, Doc.
Where you going?
I got what I need.
Get what you need. The ATR Vertical Tube from RBK. Only at Champ Sports, where sports lives.
Good night, game. Want some of this?
The NCAA Women's Basketball Championship, coming in March.
Official Xbox magazine says 9.1 out of 10. Editor's Choice Award.
Pick the wrong person to mug punk.
Invisible War, a Deus Ex game. In stores December 3rd. Rated M for mature.
Xbox, it's good to play together.
We ride together. We die together. Bad boys for life.
Bad Boys 2. Own it now on DVD.
Zoom, 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 zoom. Shoot you right down off of your feet.
Olympus brings you the incredible power of a 10x optical zoom. Get 10 times closer. Now that's a powerful zoom.
Zoom, 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 zoom.
The Ultra Zoom from Olympus. Designed to do more.
Zoom, 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 zoom.
Presenting Coinstar, the most convenient and hassle-free way for everyone to transform all their loose change into lightweight cash.
At the trial of the century, the world waits while the jury deliberates.
So, like I said, now it comes in spearmint.
Another flavor of Listerine pocket packs?
Spearmint.
It's called Fresh Burst.
And it kills 99% of germs.
Yeah, I love spearmint.
Order.
The jury needs more Fresh Burst Listerine pocket packs.
Fresh Burst Listerine Pocket Pack strips. Kill the germs, feel the clean. And now, cinnamon, another new flavor from Listerine Pocket Packs.
Tonight on SportsCenter.
And the winner is...
Who took home the hardware and what's next for him? Why being number one is a downright curse. Plus, what topped the top 10 plays of the day? SportsCenter, 1 a.m. on ESPN2.
How about the Orlando Magic? They have now won 3 of their last 4. During shoot-around Friday, Tracy McGrady asked Johnny Davis if the team could stay in Atlanta after the game, since they don't play again until Tuesday, to hang out. Davis laughed and said, quote, "I know all about Atlanta." They went home after the game. All right, so who were your ballers on Saturday night? Kobe Bryant. Bryant, 35 points in the loss to Portland. He did his thing. Lakers have now lost 2 in a row. Is it trouble in La La? And how about Paul Pierce? Basically, single-handedly takes down the Cleveland Cavaliers and LeBron James. He outduels LeBron in the rock and roll city. 41 for Paul Pierce. And another win for the Boston Celtics, who are on a roll. Great night of NBA basketball. Matt Weiner will be here tomorrow night. See you later.